Hi, everyone. Welcome today to my YouTube Live. And today I'm going to share about a really gentle, loving reminder, which seems obvious, right? To speak kindly to yourself and about yourself. And the reason that is because our entire reality is a hologram of our internal state. So, whatever you think about yourself, so does everyone else. So, if you believe that you're able to do things and you have self confidence, people will see that self confidence in you. If you have love for yourself, other people will have love for you. It's this really simple formula. And there's actually a movie that I really love. And I think this movie is called it's something about pretty, and it's with I'm blanking on the name, like myself, I think myself pretty or something, and it's with the comedian with the blonde hair. And in this movie, she like falls down and she hits her head. And before she fell, though, she had low self-confidence and she didn't feel good about herself. And she yeah, like life was kind of like down in the dumps for her, right? And then she fell and hit her head. And all of a sudden, she thought that she transformed and she thought she looked differently on the outside than she did. And so she started dressing differently. She started acting with more self-confidence. And her whole life started to change. She got a new job and she like, all these guys started like coming on to her and like a complete radical change. And then at the end of the movie, she like hits her head again and she realizes that she never changed form. She always looked the same, but how she felt about herself changed. And so that is like, I love that movie because it's funny, but it's because it's true too, of like, you can create whatever life you desire based on like what you are telling yourself. So if we're so brainwashable, because humans are brainwashable, if you're so brainwashable, what do you want to brainwash into yourself? Right? Isn't that an awesome question? So maybe it's like, I love myself. I am confident. I am beautiful. I am radiant. And even like put in some titles that you want. Like for me, I know I'm a New York Times #1 best-selling author or a world-renowned speaker, right? Things we're still even stepping into. You can start to program that into yourself to believe that, right? And that's how it happens. And it's a little bit like that saying like fake it till you make it, but it's not really about faking it. It's actually just like believing in it. So believe in yourself, believe in all that you're capable of, speak kindly to yourself. Like hold your face and say like, I love you. You are beautiful. You are perfect. One of the things I love to do is like in the mirror, especially when I'm about to like brush my teeth or, I just pass the mirror, I like take time to like look in my eye and say something nice. And even if it's just, I love you or you're beautiful, right? And there's a joke with one of my friends, actually, like we both have mothers, like, she's Brazilian and my mother's Colombian. And our mothers have been like our biggest fans since we were kids. Like, you're so beautiful, you're so smart, look at your cute butt, like, all these things. And it programmed like like being self-confident within ourselves. So we felt beautiful. We walked into rooms. I often will just put on like whatever and not even care what I look like. And I think that really has to do with what I was trained to believe about myself from a young age. I don't sit there and like harp on my clothes. I'm like, oh, whatever, this looks great. And the more you start to not complain about anything of yourself and only see the positive and know that you're perfect exactly as you are, that will be the most radical thing that will change your life. Your relationships will get better. You will have more opportunities coming to you. I'm thinking of a client right now, and I remember she once had a goal where she came to me and one of her goals was about like wanting to get really fit and in the best shape of her life and on all this stuff. And so we created, and affirmations are a great way to reprogram them. There's certain ways to say them so that you really feel them and believe them. And she did work out more. She would go to like Pilates class, but her body size didn't really change. But all of a sudden, because of what she was programming into her brain and how she was speaking about her body and herself, she would just find herself like looking at her calf muscle and being like, oh my gosh, I'm so sexy. Like, and in the end, her intention came true. She felt like so sexy and so beautiful. And that came from a place of her just changing really how she thought about herself. Her body didn't even change that much. So I leave you today with this beautiful reminder to speak kindly to yourself. You're so beautiful. You're so loved. You're so magnificent in the perfect, unique way that you are, even with all the imperfections, because they're actually perfect. And remember that what you think about yourself, so does everyone else too. So when you're walking down the street or you have a moment where you lapse in self-confidence, affirm something like, I am divine love, I am beautiful, I am graceful, I am joyful, I am kind, I am loving. Whatever it is that makes you feel inspired, that makes you feel bigger, right? Because it's just our energy. And when we feel big and bright, other people feel that too, and we're more magnetic. So I send you all so much love. I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to the channel, leave any comments. I love to respond. I love to make videos that inspire you too. So if there's anything you'd like me to talk about, and I wish you a beautiful day. Ciao for now.